Had a little knack here and there, growing, but that comes with stretching, so I'll be okay.
So today they took it off you guys a little bit?
Yes, sir. To get our legs back, he wants us to be fresh for scrimmage Saturday.
What's tomorrow's practice supposed to be like?
I'm not really sure about. Well, I'm not really sure like what kind of practice it'll be. I think a regular practice. I'm not sure about periods or anything like that, or how tough it's supposed to be, or if we're in full pads or not.
How's camp been for you overall and the wide receiver corps?
I've had a pretty solid camp. The receiver corps, man, we're coming along. Like I said, we're still trying to figure out the pace of the offense and how fast the quarterback wants to get snapped. So we just have to continue to get better at that.
Were you able to participate in the scrimmage last Saturday?
I was, but quite frankly, I didn't get a ball. I had 2 targets, but I was overthrown on both of those. So it was a big quiet scrimmage for me.
What was it like practicing in the rain yesterday, and how do you think that could help if you guys run into that situation?
First for me, actually, but I mean, like that could be a game time situation, so we had to get used to it at some point.
How's the really competitive room like motivating you personally?
I mean, I feel like if you want to play, you're motivated by that. It's a lot of guys in there. Every spot's open, so every day we come to practice, it's competition.
Just a couple of guys that have been surprising us. Gary Cross is rolling up there with the first group. Tobias. What do you think from those guys?
After I went down, didn't practice practice. Tobias stepped up. He made a lot of plays. As y'all seen, it paid off for him in the scrimmage. So he stepped up. Gary stepped up, and when their numbers called, they both performed.
Who else had good scrimmages?
Tobias had a good one. Off the top of my head, I know Tobias had a good one for sure.
We're only able to watch the first 20 minutes. Who is generally running with the first group at wide receiver?
It varies. It varies. Sometimes it goes from me to the Nance to J-Red, and then sometimes it switches from Tobias to Gary to Davion. So the first group varies every day.
Has that pretty much been the first 6 guys?
First 6 guys, yes sir. Yes sir.
I feel like you're on the verge of a breakout year.
Oh yeah, for sure. I love this offense. I'm having fun now, so I'm excited to see what happens.
How close is Cornelius to being back in his form?
When we go one-on-ones, man, J-Red looks good. Like I feel like he's almost 100% now. He's slimmed down. He's running real good. He looks like the old J-Red to me.
Who's the best receiver blocker?
Blocker. We all have to block, so I mean, it's kind of hard to say.
You don't know who's the best? It's not you?
You can't just say somebody's the best because we all have to do it. So.
What about Coylan? He's the guy that's coming off an ACL. We weren't sure how much he'd be involved, but he seems to be in full go in practice.
Coylan's he's looking real good too. He's looking fast. He's actually slimmed up as well. So his speed and transition into the field in and out of his routes look real good.
Jimmy Stoudemire's a new guy. How does he look?
He's look good. He's actually an Alabama native too. So we had that conversation. But Jimmy's picking up the offense just as well as all of us, and he's looking pretty good as well.
Do you feel it's any tougher that you have to work with sometimes 3-4 different quarterbacks at practice?
I mean, we don't even know who the quarterback's going to be, so you have to get used to catching the ball from all of them basically because we don't know who that guy is. So whoever's throwing the ball, you just got to catch it.
Have you been able to pay attention much to how that battle's going? Who's doing well in that?
You can't really just pay attention to it. You can't just really like, hey, who's throwing me the ball here this time? Because, I mean, like I said, whoever's back there, you're just going to have to catch the ball. So.
Got a lot of wide receivers, really just you and Chase Harrell are 2 of the bigger ones. Talk about how that helps y'all out.
It helps a lot. Me and Chase, the bigger guys, the 9-man for them last year was a big guy, so we fit that role pretty good.
You guys have had a couple of motivational speakers come speak with you. You guys lately, I guess, what have you been taking away from them?
It's just been like life tips, stuff to talk about life, and really, man, what I taken away from all of it is just building your brand and just always knowing it's somebody around you that's watching. You never know who's around you, so all those speakers, I've taken away a lot from them.
You really enjoyed it?
Oh yeah, for sure.
When John Gordon came in, have you ever heard of him or read him?
I had not heard of John Gordon until John Gordon came here, so yeah, that was new to me.